Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Premier League games are starting to run out. The end of the season is nearing, and of course, we know the Europa League is our main focus. But we play Bournemouth next in the Premier League, and once again, it is an opportunity for Amorim to play the youngsters. Bournemouth, we know exactly that they are fighting for European places higher up the table, so they definitely will be coming at us with lots of purpose. We know that we lost to them, and let's be honest, that was a comfortable win for Bournemouth at Old Trafford, which was very, very disgraceful and disgusting to watch, but let alone be a part of at the end of that result. Things have changed. Ten Hag is no longer here. Ruben Amorim is the manager. Certain players have left in Anthony, Marcus Rashford, etc. And we kind of look like a new team, but we still have many, many holes that we need to plug for next season. And of course, we know that Omar Baradalim are busy doing their work for the transfer window and ensuring that we can get the players in that we definitely need to have to help Amorim and the team. Now, of course, we know Bournemouth's players, Dean Husey, who is on the list of targets for Real Madrid, just shows how highly he is regarded in the football fraternity. You also have Antoine Semenyo, who is linked to Manchester United, has been said by various reports that is one of the targets for us in the transfer window upcoming. And it also has been said that Amorim is a huge fan of Antoine Semenyo. Now, of course, having to pay, over almost 70 million pounds for Antoine Semenyo after we already looking to get Mateus Cunha, I do not think that is going to happen. However, things can change. We don't know the full extent of what is capable for Manchester United in this upcoming transfer window. But Bournemouth, of course, we know are very, very good in possession of the ball. They have very good movements off the ball, very, very good in defense. They don't really concede a lot of goals. And when they are not with the ball by their feet, they are very, very good in a defensive structure. They press you not intensely quite high, by your defensive box, but they allow you to get the ball a bit more forward and close to the halfway line. That is when they will pounce and look to press you. And they are very, very good at winning the ball high up the field. The likes of Evan Nielsen is also a bit of a handful for any centre back based on his style of play. We also have to be mindful of Justin Kluivert, who of course is Bournemouth's playmaker, if I have to put it that way. He certainly knows how to find the back of the net. He knows how to find the pass and is very, very good with the ball at his feet in tight spaces. Now, Amorim needs to be wary of the fact that even though we have nothing to play for other than pride, we certainly can be using this game not as an experiment, but it can be used as a game to get some rhythm, to get some match momentum ahead of a crucial, crucial semi-final against Athletic Bilbao in the week to come. And I certainly am not really worried about this Premier League game because, again, if we lose, we're just going to probably go further down the table. The likes of Wolves, West Ham, etc., or Spurs could overtake us in the table. But that doesn't matter. We're not going to get relegated. And I think that is the reason why our games in the Premier League are kind of slow. There's a lack of I don't care about this game because there's nothing to play for, to be honest. And you can see that with certain players. But let's be more honest in how we approach this game. Amorim should certainly be looking to play more of the youngsters. The likes of Tyler Fredrickson can definitely get another start. He had an excellent showing against Wolves. Harry Amos most definitely should be starting this game. And I do think that Chido Obi should be starting up front in this game. I don't think we should be starting Hoyland in this game, not just because he's not doing so well in terms of form or goal scoring, but I think he needs to be taken out of the firing line. His mentality needs to be worked on, and he needs to get himself fresh and ready for that Europa League game because we obviously know Zirks is out for the rest of the season, and Chido Obi hasn't been registered for the Europa League, so Hoyland is our only out-and-out striker in the Europa League, so he definitely needs to find his scoring boots. On the other hand, Amorim did say that he needs to play to score goals, but he just looks like a player devoid of confidence. He doesn't look like he's trying to find himself in the right positions in order to be there to finish off moves or to score the goals and create them. He's not there when we try and take a shot and he needs to tap it in, off a rebound, etc. These are all crucial things that must be there in a striker's arsenal of tools, if I have to put it that way. And Hoyland certainly needs to be a bit more aggressive when he's in and around the box. You know, I see him screaming at his teammates when he doesn't receive a cross, but he doesn't scream at his teammates when he's open, when he's making a run. He assumes that people are just going to look at him and see him going. Because I certainly don't see Bruno, when he lifts up his head, he looks for Hoyland. I don't see the likes of Garnacho lifting his head, looking for Hoyland. And when they do, he's never there, or he's not in the correct position. So we certainly know the issues and the limitations of Rasmus Hoyland's game. But he needs to do better. We need to start scoring goals, especially in the Europa League. As I said earlier, I don't care about this Bournemouth game, whether we win, lose, or draw, because the Europa League is the focus, obviously. This game, Amorim could be using anyone in the starting 11. We're still going to be expecting the players to give their best, give their all, and of course, try and win the game. There will be a bit of caution with the way we're going to approach Bournemouth. We know that we're not going to go at them all guns blazing, but we have to be realistic and know that, one, the players are probably trying to reserve energy for the Europa League game, and two, some of them don't want to get injured because they want to be part of the Europa League games that are to come, because those are massive, massive games. I could sit here and talk about the Europa League and how important it is, but you know how important it is. The game against Bournemouth, of course, I want Man United to win, but it's not as obvious as that. It's not as realistic as it sounds. We must be mindful of the amount of young players that we have, where we are as a team, still trying to figure out Amorim's system, and of course, Amorim not having all the players that he needs to execute his tactics exactly the way he wants it. But of course, I'm going to enjoy the game. Hopefully, it's not another loss. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like. Let me know in the comment section who you think you want to have start against Bournemouth, what you think of the Europa League game that is to come, and of course, what youngsters you think should be starting in this game against Bournemouth. Have a wonderful weekend. Till we see each other again soon, Red Devils. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.